Good morning, anyone. My name is Thi Ngoc. My BCU student ID is 241-61252. Today, I will present my work on innovative thinking for organization development. Here is a agenda of my presentation today. Part 1. Introduction of the chosen topic. Part 2. Applying the 6 steps of design thinking for my work. Part 3. Conclusion of my work. Without further delay, let's dive into a presentation. Part 1. I choose the topic that work on reducing the waiting time at the Sengkang Hospital. The reason why I choose this topic. The long waiting time are a common issue faced by many people, including myself. I have personal experience waiting for more than 1 hour from the time I arrive at the hospital, waiting to see a doctor, collecting a medicine, and making a payment. Many people have shared similar experience, which made me realize this is the urgent need to reduce a waiting time to help other people as well as helping myself. I use a 6-step design thinking process to understand problem and work toward to a solution. Now, let's move on to part 2, research. I beginning with step 1 of the 6 steps in designer thinking. Step 1, empathize. What I have do is I did a number of research some articles from different countries and discovered that the long waiting time really decrease the patient satisfaction, leading to a frustration and reduce a confidence in healthcare profession. Moreover, delay in receiving timely medical care can worsen healthcare outcome. Furthermore, inefficient patient flow increase a ratio on the healthcare resource and interrupt operational efficiency. Besides that, the long waiting time can lead to economic inefficiency by increasing the healthcare delivery costs. Last but not least, a long waiting time can have a negative impact on our patient mental health, causing the stress and anxiety. According to Minister of Health (MOH) 2022, the average waiting time consultation in Singapore hospital can be up to 2 hours. For example, as we can see here, the red line of the is Tân Tộc Seng Hospital. The patients are 100% likelihood of waiting to 2 hours for treatment from Monday to Saturday. Similar at the Sengkang Hospital, with the green line graph here, it shows that 75% to 85% likelihood they have to wait up to 2 hours for the treatment, which means they must wait at least 1.5 hours on average for their treatment. I also conduct a survey among individuals aged between 18 to 60. The results show that over 75% of respondents experienced the long waiting time were dissatisfied with overcrowding and insufficient registration. 79% of them prefer a system that can check their queue position and provide a real-time update. More than 85% of the people emphasize the importance of the pre-registration and online appointment scheduling. Now, I summarize what I'm finding by I have go through on the research as well as the survey. Here, what I'm finding: the high patient volume due to the increased demanding for medical service due to a population growth and limited healthcare resource. Insufficient process, too many menus work like scheduling, delay in the patient administration. Resources constraint, insufficient staff level, and lack of the streamlined communication among healthcare team. Technical gap. There is a lack of new digital tool to optimize the schedule, checking the skill, and real-time communication. Patient experience. Patients often feel very frustrated, unhappy because they don't know what they expect and how long they have to wait. Here, we move to step 2, define the problem. I use a 5 why analysis and a scope map. I identify the root cause of the long waiting time, focus on the empathy, and understand the issue. Here is my scope map. And after on, I use a 5 why to identify and the scope map. I have come out with a problem statement. The hospital often struggle with a long waiting time patient because of a slow manual process for registration, checking, and scheduling appointment. The problem causes unhappy patient, stressed down to the staff, less efficient operating, which can harm the hospital reputation and income. By using a digital solution, we can simplify those tasks, improve communication, and make a patient experience much better. After define the problem, now I move to step 3, ideate. So I generate the idea to solve the problem. I form a focus group to brainstorm the solution and conduct the interview asking like the question like, what is the most stressful aspect waiting at the hospital, and so on. We generate multi-idea, narrow down our focus through the discussion. Here the question that I'm asking and what we go through. We identify the 3 key target audience: patient, scheduling staff, and IT department. Why they are the 3 key departments? First, patient is the primary user affected by the long wait. Second, the scheduling staff responsible for managing patient registration and the flow. Last but not least, the IT team ensure data security, system reliability, and real-time update. On to this one, we come out with solution. It lists out to propose a smart app that allow the patient to book appointment, register, checking, and receive a real-time update on a waiting time. After identify the target, now I move to a step 4, prototype. Prototyping. I begin by creating a flowchart, visualize the app functionality. After back and forth many times, refine the flowchart. Finally, I have developed a low fidelity wireframe. Then I also use tools like Lego to design a functionality, a prototype to simulate the app interface and workflow. Here is my Light app by Lego. For the Light app, I come out with a high fidelity wireframe. After the prototype is done, I move to testing. Testing involves a real user who volunteer to try out prototype and provide a feedback. I let them to test, see which part it functions well, which part is not, and I receive feedback from them. Their feedback was mixture of the positive and negative feedback. A positive feedback give me a motivate to keep doing. A negative feedback let me know that which part of the app that should be improved. Here a couple of the feedback that I received. One of the users said that appointment scheduling issue mean that they book, however, when they come to hospital there are no record in the appointment. My solution to it is introduce a reminder feature within the app that sync the clinic appointment managing a system to ensure accurate scheduling. Another feedback I received that they say Let's up the customize notification. My solution is as in the customize option where the user can select the specific notification type like appointment reminder, waiting time update, and selected refer the time frame for alert and so on. So I have worked on back my refinement law and fidelity file one, which that I add in some function from a feedback that I received. After back and forth from a feedback, I refine my prototype, enhance the feature like notification and appointment. This is the new function. That two app here, that is the two page here, is a new function in comparison with the old one. I have added in the appointment scheduling and notification. After that, I do a further testing and feedback. An addition testing to ensure that the update app effectively to address the user concern. Once I identify what works and what doesn't, and feel confident, I will process with implementation. And this round, I receive most of the feedback is the positive feedback. After many rounds of testing and refinement, I have come to the last step of implement. I use a value proposition approach to the focus on the three components. I understand objective, identify a solution, and highlight the benefit tailored to the hospital needed. And here are the possible implementation challenging that I may face when come to implement. First, funding and budget constraint is the most important as securing of sufficient funding for the app development, integration, and the long-term maintenance can be an object. Operationing disruption. Introduce the new app might require a change in the workflow, staff training, and system upgrade, which could be temporarily interrupt hospital operating. Third, priority. The app development might compete with other priority in the hospital. Sub-app. Operating medical equipment or infrastructure, which will lead to delay in decision making and resource of allocating. 4. System integrated. Integrating the app with the hospital existing system might require significant technical adjustment and resource user adaptation. Ensure the patient on the edge and technical background can easily use the app could be a challenging as well, because we know that not many people know technology. Last but not least, data security. Handling a sensitive patient information within the app in a compliance with the strict data protection regulation, such as Singapore PDPA, design secure system and prevent data breach or misuse in a critical and challenging task will be required, but be very careful to doing that. Yeah. Here, to be concluded, on the waiting time are a common challenge in hospital, but implement the digital solution, such as smart app, carry a significant improvement. And a primary role of this solution is to cut down a waiting time by 30% throughout the feature like automate appointment scheduling, streamline registration process, reduce a manual task. This allows our medical staff to focus on the critical tasks, and finally enhance experience for both patient and the staff. Is here have come to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.